Hey there, meatheads. On this week's episode, we're going to have you walk the plank with our little gadget of the week. Plus, the secret ingredient with Jack is
quick,
and something a little tender.
And a little tender.
Yes. Meatheads TV starts right now. That's a good secret. From the low country of South Carolina, the barbecue capital of America.
The birthplace, Bill.
It's Meatheads TV, episode 6. Actually, I went to a restaurant this weekend, the Palmetto Pig, and they had a big thing, and we were talking about the birthplace of barbecue. They had a big sign cut out all about this being, we're in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, being like the central point. So this is the birthplace.
Another beautiful night in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina.
We didn't even know we had the authority, but we do. You cook any good meat?
I didn't cook meat this week. How about you, Bill? Did you cook some meat?
I did a little. Actually, I used the secret ingredient that we're going to have a little later on.
Get out of here.
But it's actually kind of weird, and maybe it was a mistake. But I did a slow cooker brisket, and it worked out pretty good.
Good.
I'm actually, since we're
the tradition.
I'm actually. Here's the tradition is changing. Tony's got his. I don't. The rule is you need to subscribe or else I can't imbibe. So we didn't have a subscriber for our iTunes or the feed that we've got, the email feed. So you can imbibe. I'm gonna have Diet Coke.
I'm gonna bring you a point special this week, Bill, because we're into better beer. And point special was brought to me by Buzz Dean and Phil Wingo out of Wisconsin. They came to the last Barbecue Pit Masters class, and Buzz was actually the one that told me that we were drinking cheap beer, so we need to go ahead and upgrade the thing a little bit. Tony Coombs behind the camera.
Cheers. And actually, my sister went to University of Wisconsin Stevens Point, so I know point beer pretty well.
Point special.
But please subscribe to our channel. So
please, Bill needs beer.
In different ways at Meathead TV. You can also become a fan. That'll work too on Facebook. And Meatheads TV has everything, iTunes especially. You can see, we'll send you notifications right when every episode comes out.
Hit us on Facebook as much as you can. Bill's put me in charge of the Facebook page. That's got to be scary, I'll tell you that.
And we got some ways to feed some of that stuff on Facebook, so that'll be good.
Great.
Listener or viewer question today comes from Dave in Sacramento. He says, I hear a lot about indirect cooking. I don't have a smoker. Can I do it with a gas grill that I have? Or do I need a charcoal grill?
Well, you don't need that. You can do it on either, Bill. If you have a gas grill that has two different knobs on it, in other words, two burners on it, heat up one side, actually heat the whole grill up, and then turn one side off and put your meat on that side of the grill, and you will be actually cooking indirect. So your fire will be on the other side of the meat. Make sure you put your meat on the other side where the fire is not, and you'll actually be cooking indirect. And then you can add your pellets to it, or your package, or your chips, or whatever, and put that on the fire side, and then your meat will actually cook indirect.
Even with a Weber, you can do that, because you just move the charcoal out to the side. They're kind of made to do that. And I did it before I ever got the smoker. I used the gas grill, and it worked really good. Some of them really do a perfect job. You can just light the last burner, get a smoker box so you get the smoke, and
that's right.
I've made some great ribs on a gas grill.
It's a wonderful technique. Certainly, everybody thinks that you need to cook barbecue at 220 degrees or 230 degrees, but certainly you can cook Boston butts or any of those larger cuts of meat at a higher temperature, and it won't affect your outcome much in the end.
Yeah, you can do it pretty good with that indirect.
Yeah, it's a great technique, and I use it often. I don't use a gas grill all that often, but when I do use a gas grill, that's the technique that I use.
And actually, the indirect works nicely into our website of the week, tvwb.com. What is that?
That's the Virtual Weber Bullet, Bill, and I'll tell you what, if the Virtual Weber Bullet is actually a common name, if you want to call it that, for the Weber Smoky Mountain. Weber Smoky Mountain is a nice little cooker, inexpensive, but the TVWB has everything that you need to know about cooking barbecue, cooking anything on a grill, on a bullet type of smoker. And it can be applied to other smokers.
The website is actually all focused on the bullet. Is that the Smoky Mountain cooker?
The Weber Smoky Mountain is what they call the Weber bullet, and Weber makes a fine product. You can use their regular charcoal grill. The Weber Smoky Mountain bullet is a great little cooker that has two sizes now, a 17.5 and a 22, and the 22 is good for.
And people win tournaments with those.
Got beat in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, a couple of weeks ago by a
Weber Smoky
Mountain Weber 22.
TVWB.com. And actually, I've got Brinkman's, which I think I would recommend We need Weber to sponsor this program.
Absolutely.
Weber, that's your
Weber.
cue.
We're ready for you.
TVWB.com. Check them out today, and we'll put the link.
The virtual Weber bullet.
Right up there. All right, our secret ingredient is coming up in just a few minutes, and I think it's a controversial one.
It is controversial.
Stick around for that.
There's no doubt about it.
This week, our grilling gadget is not really a gadget again as much as, well, it's not something with moving parts. It's a tool. Actually, for a while, I got this as a gift. I thought it was cedar planks, because that's what I've seen mostly used with fish. This is actually red oak grilling planks. Have you ever used planks?
I've used planks before, mostly with cooking salmon. Of course, go to the restaurants, you've heard of cedar plank salmon. A ton of chefs use them. They don't have necessarily a way to smoke in a big kitchen, so they'll use the cedar planks to bring the smoky flavor to the fish. This is obviously a red oak product right here. We'll bring that profile to the meat that you're cooking. I think the label says good for meat, good for fish, good for chicken, good for whatever you want to use it for.
This is you like oak, but your favorite is what?
Pecan. I enjoy pecan. What a cool little gadget that is.
Smells good.
Yeah, we can,
and then I guess you can reuse these to some extent.
Sure, they're reusable. There's no doubt about that. Some fellows soak them a little bit. Some fellows leave them just like they are, so they get that smoky char on there. And hey, my recommendation is, if it doesn't work, chop it up and use it for chips. What the heck?
There you go. And oak is probably the most common.
Oak is one of the more common ingredients, red oak especially.
I'm scratching already again. We're in like a low country, South Carolina, and the no-see-ums or sand gnats are driving me crazy. And I know we have to do the montage still of me swatting them from episode 2, but
it's a little bit later in the day than we normally shoot, and the no-see-ums come up pretty good in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina.
So this is our thing. You got suggestions for us? Send them our way. We'd love to get some more little gadgets and things that we can cook with.
If nothing else, use it as yatata.
All right, secret ingredient time. Are you ready? Our secret ingredient is something that actually I haven't used it as a rub. I used it per your suggestion from Carolina Pitmaster's class. It is
Tender Quick. Morton's Tender Quick is the ingredient today, and Tender Quick is actually an ingredient. It's a salt-based ingredient, and it has an ingredient used for curing. In the old days, they called Morton's Tender Quick saltpeter.
Is it the exact same thing as saltpeter? Or is something a derivative of it?
It is the exact same thing as saltpeter. The Navy used it extensively when they took the boys out to sea.
I've heard about that.
It's a truth. And Tender Quick brings a pink color to your meat. And it's a wonderful tool. You can use it in your rub. You can create a smoke ring on your meat. And
that's the biggest thing, because I used it as an injection to go in the injection of the whole hog.
Right.
And it helped me get a little.
It helps you get a little pink, and it helps the meat tenderize. It breaks down the muscle fibers and helps the meat tenderize.
Cheating?
Not at all. I don't know. Maybe so.
See, that's why it's a secret ingredient. But I remember you saying you got to use it sparingly, or
sparingly,
else it's going to
definitely. We did it on a whole hog one time, and we actually rubbed it on the outside of a whole hog because we were using a gas cooker. We weren't sure we could get a good smoke ring on it for the judges to see. And we went ahead and left it on there for half an hour, and then we washed it off because we didn't want the Tender Quick to penetrate the meat all the way through.
Little saltpeter for the judges.
Saltpeter for the judges.
Where are you cooking next? Anywhere?
We're going to be in Tryon, North Carolina. That's our next big trip, big KCBS contest in Tryon, North Carolina. We are looking forward to it, being in the foothills of North Carolina for a big contest.
Well, we'll try and get out there. Remember, you can always subscribe to Meatheads TV on iTunes, Be a fan on Facebook. We'd love that. Subscribe to our feeds. We got a little thing where you subscribe to. It's called a feed burner feed.
Great.
You put your email in, and we'll post the new episode every time it comes in via your email. So
Send me an email.
please do that. Jack at meatheadstv.com. Bill at meatheadstv.com. And let us know your thoughts and give us some questions.
Send me email. I pride myself on answering every one of them.
We'll try and do it. Till next time.
Till next time, hug your mama.